Kia ora koutou katoa. I'm Liam and this is InfoJam, where we stop and update you on news and info from the past week. Leading news this week. New Zealand joined other countries around the world to celebrate International Women's Day on Tuesday. Due to COVID-19, a large number of big events had to be cancelled, but this didn't stop workplaces and organisations from celebrating this important day. The theme this year was Gender Equality Today for a Sustainable Tomorrow. The aim of International Women's Day is to commemorate the cultural, political and socio-economic achievements of women. It is also a focal point in the women's rights movement, bringing attention to issues such as gender equality, violence and abuse against women. The earliest version was supposedly a Women's Day organised by the Socialist Party of America in New York City, February the 28th, 1909, during the suffragette movement. However, International Women's Day became a mainstream global holiday following its adoption by the United Nations in 1977. In world news, record-breaking floods have hit Queensland in Australia. Extreme floods after heavy rainfall have left at least 20,000 homes underwater, as parts of Queensland have been hit with 6 months of rainfall in just 2 days. Tens of thousands of residents in the state are still without power, and at least 17 people have died since the extreme weather arrived. Dozens of people who sought safety on the roofs of their homes have been rescued by military helicopters. With the storm now moving south, residents of Australia's largest city, Sydney, have been told to prepare for heavy flooding. The leader of the neighbouring state, New South Wales, Premier Dominic Perrottet, urged people in Sydney to evacuate if they are given the order by emergency crews. And from the Odd Stuff file, would you smell dog poo for a job? Well, that is exactly what is being offered by Omni, a plant-based pet food company in Britain. They are offering to pay a dog owner more than $6,000 to switch their dog's diet for 2 months. However, the main catch is that you keep track of the pet's poop smells. They are looking for a dedicated dog owner to sniff their dog's poop, to test the effect a plant-based diet has on their dog's digestion, stool odour and general health. Only one person will be selected from those that apply. They will be asked to report on the effects the food has on the animal's frequency of bowel movement, poop odour, energy levels, behaviour, sleep patterns, weight and fur condition. Omni shared that the dog will be examined by a vet at the start and the end of a 2-month period. In sports, Australian cricket great Shane Warne has died aged 52. He passed away in Thailand from a suspected heart attack. Warne was a right-arm leg spinner and is widely considered as one of the greatest bowlers in cricket history. He ended with 708 test wickets, which is the second highest of all time. Warne also led Australia to the 1999 Cricket World Cup with a man of the match performance in the final. In 2000, he was selected by a panel of cricket experts as one of the Wisden Cricketers of the Century, the only specialist bowler selected in the quintet and the only one still playing at that time. Our pop culture topic this week is TikTok and Russia. The social media platform TikTok, in a move to protect its staff and users, is limiting different features to crack down on fake news about Russian armed forces. In a series of tweets, TikTok said, "In light of Russia's new fake news laws, we have no choice but to suspend live streaming and new content to our video service while we review the safety implications of this law." TikTok says it doesn't break down user numbers by country, but we know that Russia is one of the company's top territories. It's thought that around 36 million people in Russia use the app, and TikTok's new rules reduce them to only spectators of other people's content. TikTok says it's making the move to protect its users from breaking Russia's new fake news laws. It added, we will continue to evaluate the evolving circumstances in Russia to determine when we might fully resume our services with safety as our top priority." Finally, the value of the week this week is still consideration. Remember, consideration is thoughtfulness and sensitivity towards others. There are many situations in life where things seem unfair. Times we feel like we were missing out while others are getting what they want. In times like this, we need to take a step back from thinking about ourselves and consider the needs of others. When things feel unfair, it's helpful to recognize and consider that not everyone has the same needs. The way to do this is to simply ask ourselves the question, do others have a greater need right now? And a huge shout out to St. Mary's Primary School in Tauranga, You guys are awesome, stay cool. And that's it for this week's InfoJam. If you want to know more about these stories and others like them, make sure you have a look around kiwikidsnews.co.nz. And remember to tune in next week for our next InfoJam. Ka kite anō!